Tag, grüezi miteinander, hello. My name is Eve, and on my channel I discuss how to teach your child German when you are not a native German speaker. Today's topic is what we listen to. So we do listen to all our music on the platform Spotify, and right now we are listening to a lot of Deutsch Disney. So Deutsch Disney has everything from Aladdin to Frozen, Moana, Pocahontas, and so on. So my boys have really been enjoying that. And every so often, just to switch things up, I'll play them a little bit of Max Rabe and the Palace Orchestra. So I absolutely love Max Rabe. I listen to him all the time, and he sings in an old style jazz with a little comedic twist every so often. He plays with a live orchestra, which is so amazing, and I love listening to the live instruments. And so my boys will listen to a very funny song called Mein kleiner grüner Kaktus. And this is done in a very comedic way. And he's telling the story about this cactus, and if he was a cactus and someone was mean to him, he could sting them, with the sharp cactus. And he continues to sing how this cactus falls on his neighbor's face, and it's really funny. If you watch him on video, the way he sings it just makes me laugh. So he's really funny. And then they also love Fahrradfahren, which Max Rabe sings about how fun it is to ride his bicycle. All you need is two wheels, and it's very light, very springy kind of music. It just makes you happy after you're done listening to it. But he has a lot of songs that are very fun and light and playful. When my children go to school, I do listen to other songs of Max Rabe. It's called like MTV Unplugged, and he sings with rappers. So Namaka sings with Max Rabe, Küssen kann man nicht alleine. And that's really a nice, beautiful song. And then he also sings with Sammy Deluxe, Der perfekte Moment. And so Max Rabe will be singing his song, and then Sammy Deluxe will come in and start rapping. So I really enjoy when my boys are in school and I'm listening to this music. I love the old time music with, the modern twist, and then the rap that comes with it. I love it. So I just love when, two different musicians come together and make an amazing song. So that's really fun. Another thing my children listen to is called Bibi und Tina alle Hörspiele. It's like a Hörbuch. So it's like equivalent to an audible book. It's a Bibi und Tina alle Hörspiele was originally a radio series. So the voice actors are bringing stories to life, and there's like a little music. And so basically, Bibi is a witch, and her best friend is named Tina, and they have adventures together. And my boys love listening to this when they are playing with their toys. And it's really good to help them listen to a lot of German, so it helps them with their reading and being able to pronounce the words in German. So it's really helpful, and it's also really helpful to me because since they are speaking in a very kid-friendly way, it gives me time to translate what they're saying. So it's good practice for me as well. So something similar to the Hörbuch of Bibi und Tina is called Mein Lotto Leben. And we haven't been listening to this that much because we are focused on Bibi und Tina. And it's basically this girl has these twin brothers and a best friend named Cheyenne, and there's a snotty girl that they have to deal with. Definitely look into that. And then when my kids are in school, I listen to Annette Louison, and she has a really nice, light breathy voice. So it's great when you need to, decompress and just calm down. I usually listen to her when I'm doing dishes. And someone to look into if you are trying to learn German is Mark. His name is Mark, but it's M. Marschalea. And what's great about his music, he covers a lot of popular singers, and he sings them in German. For instance, if you're familiar with the song John Legend, All of Me, he sings that in German. Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber and BTS, he sings that all in German. So if you already know these songs by heart and you're singing in your car or singing in the shower, you already have the translation. So just play it in German and then you will learn German that way. And it's a fun way to learn a language by listening to the words in a different language. On my Spotify account, I also listen to German Songs You Should Know. That's literally the title of it. I'm like, ooh, what should I know? And I love it because it combines different types of music. So I have a lot of teachers that recommend different musicians to me to learn German, such as Crow and Rammstein. So I'm sure a lot of you have heard of Rammstein. It's kind of like you have to be in the mood for it. I mean, like for me, I have to be in the mood for it. Like kind of like Game of Thrones, you kind of have to be in the mood for it because it's like a lot of violence and it's a lot to take in sometimes with some of the videos. But when I do watch it, they speak very clearly. They speak slowly so you have time to translate it in your head. And it's very artistic and very dramatic. But I have to be in the mood for it. So in the future, my boys will be learning Swiss German because we are Swiss Filipino American. So we listen to Manny Matter. He sings in Swiss German, and I play it for my boys so they can start training their ear. So when they do see it in Swiss German, they can say it and sing it. So this really, I really like his voice, and I like comparing, the standard German to Swiss German because it's interesting how they sound so similar, but then some words are just totally different. So we do enjoy listening to him. So what I listen to for like a podcast, if you're doing dishes or, working, I even actually listened to this while I was doing yoga today. It's called Coffee Break German. And what I love about this is that they will, if you start from the oldest lesson to the newest lesson, they will start from the very beginning. So if you don't know any German at all, it literally will start like, how do you say hello? And, so you have one native German speaker, and then the other, like Mark, who is not a native German speaker. So, he will be learning how to speak German. They do exercises and they give you time so you can do exercises. And what I really love about Coffee Break German is that they have a grammar expert and a culture expert. For instance, when I was listening, I'm re-listening to these because I already listened to it in the past, but it's always good to review. So I played it. And the grammar expert, she will talk about Guten Morgen, Guten Tag, Gute Nacht. Like, why is Nacht, Gute Nacht, but then it's like Guten Morgen, Guten Tag. And she'll go over it like, Nacht is feminine, it's die Nacht. So therefore, the Gute part is an adjective and you need to put an E ending because it's feminine. So she really breaks down the grammar, which is great because, sometimes like I didn't even think about it. I've learned adjective endings, but when they break it down and slow it down, you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Like I didn't realize why I was saying Gute Nacht, but now I know. And then the culture expert, she will talk about different festivals, in Germany and Switzerland. And she'll talk about like interesting facts, like 5 million people in the United States speak German, and there's a big portion of people in Brazil and Argentina that speak German. So she will like share facts like that. And I'm like, I had no idea that in Brazil and Argentina there was a large group of German speakers there. So that was really interesting. That's all I have today. So, Dankeschön. Tschüss.